Good morning from, where am I? Kewa. Mask on because I'm about to hop on a bus. We are going to go up to a neighborhood that I always love when I'm there, but I never spend a lot of time in it, and it is Seongbuk. A little bit difficult to get to, hence the many buses I have taken to arrive at this very point, and we've got one more to go. I didn't bring my umbrella, which is a risk. So we'll see, but as you can see, there are many buses and it's noisy, so I'll catch you guys when we get to a much quieter area. Isn't this beautiful? Love this area. All right, see ya.
Standing at your doorstep, feel it everywhere, feeling everything. Still hours left of daylight, remember everything except the final swing. You were buried deep within me, always in a fever, always on my skin.
You know me, it's not a vlog on my channel without me climbing. There's gonna be stairs in. I will use this opportunity to remind you that there's a link in the description box for native deodorant. I've talked about them all the time. Currently wearing lilac and white tea. Link in the description box. You will get 33% off of your order of 3 plastic-free deodorants. They're made of paperboard. It's great. Anyway, thank you to Native as always for supporting this channel. Definitely use my code CARICAKES8 down below, all the information. Thank you, Native. And I don't want to get hit. I really hope this coupon truck's brakes work. So I'm gonna focus on getting up this hill. Why did I just play it off like that? It was gonna be bad. It was gonna be bad. I had my camera in one hand and my phone in the other. See you at the temple. By the way, it's raining. So, okay.
All of us take the same road, try to understand there's no way we can win in this land.
It's so quiet because it's residential. But like, and then there's the chanting from the temple. I very much feel like if I make one wrong step, I'm gonna be in some Spirited Away situation. And this is magical. I've missed this. I haven't done a trip like this in a while, in which I feel like maybe I'm not supposed to be here. Maybe I've entered another realm. I don't know. Oh, good. We climbed a mountain and now we get to climb down it. All right, I'm gonna focus. We should be near the temple, but
Never let them fool ya. Winners pay the price.
Okay, so I had grand plans for today, as I always do. However, it is so humid, so bad, and I have to walk for like an hour if I want to get to a place where I can easily get a bus home, or I can walk like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. This is part of the kind of fortress wall, and you can take it all the way down. I normally walk from Naksan Park to Dongdaemun. It's really pretty. It's a wonderful little walk, but I've never been to this kind of northern part of it, and we're just gonna end up at Haewamun, where I can easily get a bus. So, and I'm gonna go home, and I feel very cute cafe, but I'm going to walk up the fortress wall. So here we go. Hi everyone, is this recording? Hello, we're back home. Obviously it is much later. I have just started reading an excellent book. It's called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Little sneak peek for my bookworms. And I thought I would do a little Q&A. I haven't done one kind of in a while. I only posted this like 5 hours ago, so I'm sorry if you didn't get to submit your question. They're not in any order. I'm just grabbing them, and let's have a little chat, shall we? This is actually the first question. Biggest advice for incoming college freshies and being far from home. So yeah, I went to university on the other side of the country. I'm from California, which is West Coast. Went to school in New York, which is East Coast. I think that even now, this is like 10 years since I was a college freshman. No, 12 years since I was a freshman. I still talk to my parents every week, and what is really helpful with that, especially with time zones, is setting up a time that you know you're going to talk. Like, do this with your friends too. Even just that 3-hour difference can kind of make communication a little bit difficult, and then it just makes things awkward, and like it might make you feel, if you're feeling like homesick and insecure, it might make you feel even worse and blah blah blah. But I would just say, like, really understanding that communication is going to be difficult, and if you want to keep in contact with the people back home that you love and miss, it's honestly better to schedule it just so there's no issues, you know? So that really helped me. So how did you start solo traveling? I want to try it, but I'm nervous. I think my first real solo travel experience was ever since I was literally a baby. My mom would take me into New York City for the day or two whenever we would go visit my New Jersey family. And it got to a point where I felt old enough to walk around by myself. And so we started off slowly. She would like let me for like a few hours. I could walk around Soho by myself or something, and we would meet up somewhere later. So I think that I have just been kind of dipping my toe in the solo water since I was like 12. I do think that that's a good way to do it. So if you're nervous about solo traveling, like, make sure you're okay to spend the day by yourself anywhere. So start off in your hometown and like go grocery shopping by yourself, go to the library by yourself, go for a walk by yourself, go to the movies, go eat alone, but like in a place where you're comfortable and you're safe. And it also kind of builds up your skills as far as like looking around and being aware of your surroundings, and like, if you feel unsafe, what do you do and stuff like that. You don't want to suddenly come into a situation like that and feel really out of your depth somewhere internationally. So that's kind of my recommendation, is like, you can solo travel in your own city and just kind of tiptoe your way up the ladder of solo travel. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Take yourself out to dinner. Go on a picnic. Take yourself out on a picnic. That's a nice one. Something that's been bringing you joy lately. I'm working on a very funny video, as I think that you guys have probably heard. It's getting old now. Really, my book channel is just bringing me a lot of joy. I'm in my like really stupid phase. So that's what's currently bringing me joy. Ooh, this is an interesting one. As a not book person, I'm always curious of how to develop reading habits for kids. May I know what your parents do to make you love reading since you were young? As you guys probably know, my mom is a librarian, so I had no choice in the matter. I had to be a book person. Even honestly, just the act of bringing them to the library, if it's available to you, like bring them to the kids section. If you're really stuck, a librarian will be able to help you. Like literally just say, hey, I would like to get my kid into reading and I don't know where to start. A children's librarian is literally trained to do that. Support your public library if you have one. I hope you do. How do you manage to wake up and be like, I'm gonna live my life aesthetically? Okay, there's a reason why I don't film my entire day. The things that you see from me, from any creator, are things that we have recorded, we have looked at for possibly hours on end and decided, okay, I'm willing to share that with the world. So just know that like even when you see people being their messy selves, they're still looking good enough that they're willing to put it online. Does that make sense? So that's a handy tip to remember. Tips on how to break people-pleasing habits. Leave them down below, please. Please. Oh, how do you think your life would be if you had never been to Korea? I probably would have studied abroad for a semester in Tokyo and then a semester in London, but I probably would have returned to New York City and found a job in New York City and lived there, and I probably still lived there. It'd be sad because I've met some of the best friends in my life here. Yeah, that I wonder who would my friends be? Like, God, a life without them? Oh no. Is that kind of it? For everybody asking about if we're moving to Paris, if you would like to give us free room and board, we'll be there tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'm going to go back to my book, make a cup of tea, go to sleep early, ask Kurt to bring me an ice cream home from work, maybe. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you always. Bye.
Every time, like a flash, shaking hands when lights flash. Typical one, I've done the wrong, I've done the wrong, I've done the wrong. I can't answer the phone. I can't answer the phone.
Good morning, everyone. So this vlog is just a collection of slow times this week. It's just been so hot. I've not been leaving my house, as you guys can tell. And I have ruined my week by reading incredibly sad books. The Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow that I told you guys about ruined me. So incredibly sad. And then I started reading this book called How High We Go in the Dark, and it is to a level of heartbreak that I didn't know someone could fit in a book. And I just sat drinking coffee and like quietly crying into my scone. So it's been rough. So I almost like I don't even feel like talking because I'm so sad. But anyway, we're gonna try and change that because I'm going to, I think, go to Åland and see what they have, just to like get my mind off of things, and then maybe buy myself some flowers. And then I have my first Korean class today. So, God.
It's
welcome back. Hi. We got home right when the sky opened up, so it is raining. Staying inside. It's about 3, I think, and I have, like I said, my first Korean class, but I think I'm going to kind of just get a little snack, calm down, read. I have no idea what to expect because she kind of, I guess, has cooked up a plan. I don't know. But it's like the first day of school. I'm very scared. I do want to introduce you to, we had a peace lily that we had for about 3 years, and it just was kind of slowly dying, and it just was never gonna really come back. So I got a geranium because we saw a bunch of them in Paris, and I know them from childhood as like really hardy plants. So these actually didn't exist. They have bloomed since they got here. And then this, we weren't sure, it was a mixed bag what color it was gonna be. So yeah, that's our new plant baby. So yeah, I'm going to do all the things I said I was going to do, and I'll see you after my class, but then I actually have to run and get dinner with a friend. So, and I'm probably not gonna film that. So I might see you tomorrow. I don't know. But wish me luck and bye. Hi. 안녕하세요.
내가 하고 싶은 일에만, 내가 원하는 일에만 다리를 다치고 싶어요?
아니요.
네, 다리를 다치고 싶어요? 아니에요. 아니에요. 그런데
이대역 근처에 있는 떡볶이집 있어요.
네,
네.
거기가 제일
제일
맛있어요?
맛있는 떡볶이. 네.
혼자 갔어요?
아니, 우리 남편이랑 가봤어요.
춤을 배운 적이 있어요?
아니요, 춤을 못 춰요.
못 춰요?
네.
그래요? 괜찮아요.
네, Pacific
여름
바다. 오, 너무 좋아요. 여름에도
여름에
좋아요.
좋아요?
네. Okay, my first class. So, like I said, I'm gonna tell you who I'm working with once I've like kind of tried them out for a while. But this class, at first I was a little nervous because we started going over grammar that I already know, which is my problem when I try studying Korean, is that like I know all of the building blocks for the language basically. So when I try to go back and study, I get bored really easily because I'm like, I already know this stuff, but then I can't progress further if I don't have like a really good handle on it, you know? So at first I was kind of like, I already know this stuff. But then she did the thing that I'm hoping to do, which is she had a much longer personal conversation with me. My experience in my previous classes when I was at Yonsei for like that year is, or even when you're studying in a book, it gives you like dialogue and it gives you a couple example questions, but after you do like a back and forth for like 2 sentences, it's done and you kind of move on. So what I really appreciated about this was that for each sentence, we had a full-on conversation like about my life and about her life. These are sentences that I would actually speak to a friend and like have this conversation like, oh, have you been to Jeju? And I'm like, yeah, I've been to Jeju. This is what I did, you know, what did you eat? Oh, I like this, you know. Anyway, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling that went well. I'm definitely, the reason I changed is because I knew I was gonna like sweat. I hate talking to a computer screen, but great. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, all right, bye. Okay, hi friends. Oh, what a day. I am low-key having like heart palpitations because I drank a lot of coffee and I just worked very hard on on this stupid script. Yeah, it's for my book channel. It's chaos. I was dictating. I've been using the voice typing tool. I've been talking for 5 straight hours and I finally finished the script. I'm absolutely losing my mind. I also have my next Korean class in about an hour, but I wanted to end this video with me checking out my film. I was trying to hold off because I have one roll half done in my camera from Europe, and then I have another roll like only a quarter of the way done of a black and white. Oh my god, that was from spring. I was trying to hold on to that, but I decided to instead just develop the ones that I have. Oh wow, yeah, this is from a long time ago. Oh, this is from spring. Oh my god, these are the ones from the daffodil fields. Oh, and a little bit of Paris. Oh my gosh, and a little bit of London too, damn. And Florence, I really took these everywhere. And then what's this one? Where the hell is this? Oh my god, this is from, holy goodness, these are from a long time ago. The very beginning of spring. This must have been from like March. And a little Busan. Oh, nice. I'm glad I took these. These were taken with my just point and shoot one, so I don't have any control over anything. And these tend to turn out quite green. What film was this? And this was the Fuji Color 200, which I usually have quite good luck with. So yeah, I need to just figure out that. But other than that, I'm really happy with them. They're just a little bit more green than I would have liked, but yay. So anyway, that's how I just kind of want to finish the vlog. I wanted to show you those photos. I will see you guys next time. Thank you always for joining me. And once again, in the description box, there's a link for you to try out Native. You can get 33% off of your order. You can use my code CariCakes8. And thank you so much to Native for sponsoring this as always. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time. I actually have a bunch of friends visiting, like coming here for business trips and stuff like that, so I have a really busy week ahead, but hopefully I can film some of it. And I'm gonna try a new experiment starting next week, and I'm gonna take you on that journey too. So yeah, I will catch you guys then. Thank you always, and if you watch my book channel, prepare for chaos. Okay, bye.